The PEF fund is there. Everybody knows that the downstream sector controller knows how much they are owing.
It would be good if you can share the figure with
I wouldn't know. I can't give you a figure now, but they know it. On the products, whether it will be different or you are going to sell, we're talking about 3 months. Let's be fair to each other. We didn't pay a week before that day that would have said. We're talking about 3 months. Interest. How do you recover the interest? Want them to die because they are doing oil business? If we don't bring that product to the station, what do you do? If you kill the native doctor, when they do medicine for you, what about your enemy? You never finish.
Okay, sir.
Not just anyhow. For example, I want to make it clear, the subsidy removal, Nugasa support the subsidy removal. We're in support of it, 100%. But you know, everybody's talking about removing subsidy removal, but they don't talk about the problem behind the subsidy removal. It's good to be removed, but there are things that people don't know. For example, marketers, some of them doesn't have this money to pay differentials. Because when the Mr. President announced the removal of subsidy, in less than hours, the price changed. And that affected a lot of marketers. We're talking about millions. For example, one tanker before, say like 45,000 liters, you're talking about 7 million naira, whatever. In less than hours, becomes 20-something million naira. Where is the money? It's not there. As we speak, marketers are rioting now in Port Harcourt, Warri. There's crisis there. They are not happy. Where are they going to get this money? From the bank. Bank is giving loan at 30%. So where is this money coming from? That's another problem that nobody's talking about. Removing subsidy, they didn't consider some of these problems. At the same time, we have PEF. Before now, you have this PEF, but they're there in the government. And the marketers are paying it, but the money is there. They are not paying the transporters, they're not paying the marketers their money. Now that thing has happened. No money. Where do we get money? So therefore, we'll use this opportunity to appeal to government. Please, pay marketers their PEF claim so that we'll continue doing business. Otherwise, if it's not paid, I don't think we'll get fuel to sell. Subsidy or no subsidy, it's important to Nigerians to know that marketers doesn't have this money to pay. Even though we support, we have no choice. We support. So they need to pay this PEF. Very, very important. Again, the issue of roads is another big problem we're facing. You will agree with me, last year, I talked about this road. Today, go there. I didn't say they are not trying. Government is trying. There's no problem about that. But today, some of these roads are bad. So bad that our trucks were losing products. So if you remove subsidy, use that money to fix the road. It's important. Not just remove subsidy. Make it easy for us again to do this business. Pay the PEF, fix the road, and again, the issue of interest in the bank. We're talking about 30%, 28% to borrow money from the bank. So who are we working for? We're working for the banks. The marketers are working for the banks. Where are they going to get 30 million naira to pay? Differential to an NNPC. So I want also to use this opportunity to appeal to an NNPC, particularly an NNPC, to load the marketer's product that have been paid 3 months before this subsidy removal. Now you are telling marketers to come and pay the difference. Where are they going to get that money? Be fair to us. Allow us to load our product at the price that we pay before the increment. Because we expected when you pay, you load. So allow us to load our product from the old price. Removing subsidy is not the answer, but you suffer us. We are the one trading, we are the one bringing the product to the station. Give us that chance to load our product. And I also appeal to my fellow market depot owners to also to consider. They are considering because they are private owners. An NNPC Limited today is a private company. They are like us. But we know it's government something. But they should also understand that we're all businessmen. Consider that thing. It's very important to allow them to load that product at that old price. And at the same time, you will agree with me, I'm hammering on this issue of diesel costs. If the diesel is high, expect the PMS to be high. The only way out is to give priority to diesel because that's what everybody uses for industry, construction companies, and so on and so forth. Even the transport. You cannot use PMS to load diesel. I mean, you cannot use PMS to load any product. It's diesel that you use. So priority should be given to diesel. And tell them, the CBN, to give priority to diesel importation, not just PMS. It's very important because when it's cheap, it will also make the PMS to do what? To go down. We want the price of PMS to go down. That price is high to Nigerians. I mean Nigerians, of course. The price is high too. We want to do something that will bring the price down. So the only way out is to bring the diesel down. It will also help the economy, not just subsidy removal. We need to consider those areas too. Very, very important. And again, finally, before I allow all of us to go home in time, the issue of subsidy removal. I hear everybody talking about palliative. What do we do for palliative? What do we give Nigerians for palliative and all that? Some of them, I'm hearing on the news, 5,000, 10,000, whatever. It's not necessary. If you can save 7 trillion spent in 1 year for subsidy, it will be wise, it will be nice. Take part of it to give to the farmers, which is the agricultural sector. To bring down the food down, we want the food down. This is my own suggestion when it comes to palliative. The issue of sharing money does not make too much listen. All of us will not get the money, but all of us will get food. Very important. These are the areas that I want to appeal that the government look into. Very, very important. Again, I'm happy. They are talking about exchange rates to be uniform, but we need that exchange rate to be low, not this 750 naira that we are buying. If you land your product at 750, you know how much is it. So we need government intervention in these areas. It's not just subsidy removal. And that is why it took us time to respond. I know all of you have been calling. Nugasa response. When we speak for all marketers. Thank you, gentlemen. Now that they have removed subsidy, we should not hope only on Dangote refinery. We should also talk about Kaduna refinery, Warri refinery, and get this so-called Port Harcourt refinery that has been stayed for long to start blending. Very important, so that we see the price down. We want the price down. The marketers too are feeling the impact of the high price. Not just Nigerians, because it costs money to run that business. If nothing is done, a lot of marketers will be out of business. So it's very important all of you to know that.
Okay.
No. If the money is available there, banks will give. Because if you go to bank, it's not available. CBN will tell you we are increasing our interest rate or whatever, and they keep increasing. So we're talking about reduce it. It's too high.
Yeah,
That road, they are doing it, but they are slow. They need to be fast, not when rain comes to cut the road off that will cause us more harm. That's what we're talking about. Well, this is what we're talking about. I want to use this opportunity to let people know that NNPC Limited is a marketer, like every other marketer in Nigeria. So I think people misquote them by saying they fix price. What happened is that they came out and said because of the subsidy removal, and they looked at, it's not that day they announced that price. They waited for, I think, the next day. So they looked at the price, the landing cost and every other thing, because there's no more subsidy. So they know how much the price will be. Just like me, just like all of us that is into the oil and gas business, we know how much the landing cost will be. And they all came out with their own price. That is an NNPC price. We even sell cheaper than an NNPC if you don't know. Yes. Some people sell less than an NNPC price. That is why it's due regulation. That's why it's good.
Yes, sir. A follow-up question to his question on PEF.
Currently, like I said, right now I will tell you there's no much PMS. Because nobody has, I don't think anybody has imported because they're selling whatever you can buy, buying small, because you're not too sure. If you go and import heavily now, okay, and the exchange rate drop from the 450 down, you are finished. So everybody's watching. So that's why it's important for CBN to come up with the uniform price as soon as possible, so that we'll know how the business will be. We want the price lower than this. We the marketers, because the price is high too. We are not happy. We are brothers. In Nigeria, people are saying marketers are the people. No. I buy fuel too. My father, my mother, my sister, my brothers, my cousin, everybody who use fuel. You know what that means? It pains everybody. Nobody's happy buying fuel. We want the fuel even to be 10 naira. Of course, there will be any part, but the problem is this: how many filling stations have CNG and CNG? It will come. It's not easy. With all these problems that we are going through, where are you going to get this money to start building stations, CNG, LNG? Where do you get all this money? These are the things we are talking about. Pay these people to help also. So people that have money will PEF and whatever you say. We will now invest. When there's no money, you don't tell us about investing more.
You don't have the figure about the money they are paying.
I'm not working in. I don't work in authority. Okay.